Okay, hi everyone. In this video, I will discuss about the problem sign of the product of an array. The problem statement is very simple. They will give an integer array nums. Let's product be the product of values in the array. If the product is positive, then you have to return the 1. If the product is negative, then you have to return the minus 1. If product is equal to 0, then you have to return the 0. So you have to implement the sign function of product. So in this example, they are given nums array. If you product of all the values in the array, it will become 144. So the sign function of 144 becomes 1 because the product will be the positive, right? If the product is positive, then you have to return the 1. In this example, if you product all the elements in the array, in the nums array, it will become 0 because it has a 0. If you product anything with 0, then it will become 0. So it is one of the condition. And in the third example, they will give nums array with minus 1 and 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 1. If product of all the elements, it will become minus 1. That means it is negative. So you have to return the minus 1 because if the product is negative, you have to return the minus 1 value, right? Now let's analyze the constraints. The nums length will maybe from 1 to 1000, and each element may be from minus 100 to positive 100. So you brute forcefully think that, okay, I will simply take one product variable, I will traverse entire the array, and if product will be 0, I mean greater than 0, then you have to return 1. Otherwise, if less than 0, you can return minus 1 because it is negative. Otherwise, it is 0, you have to return the 0. So this is the brute force approach, right? So is it work? No, it is not work because let's analyze what will happen in this code. First, I will write the code for this one. Now let's analyze later what is the issue in this brute force approach, so that we can understand easily. The product will be 0 initially. Now I will simply traversal the entire nums array. Product equal to product into the particular element. After execution of this if for loop, it will become it will, I mean, this product variable have product of the all the elements, right? If the particular product will be greater than 0, simply you can return 1. Else if product is less than 0, you can simply return minus 1. Else you can return 0, right? This is the code for what we have brute forcefully think that, right? So but there is a problem in this code. You can't, I mean, there is no syntax error in this code, but there will be possible of overflow, because let's analyze the constraints so that you can understand. Here the nums dot length, I mean, the nums array may be consist of at most 1000 elements. I mean, Now I will discuss about worst case. So now the last index will be become triple nine, right? No, and also the nums of array. I mean the element within the nums array will be from minus 100 to positive 100. So suppose in the worst case each element has 100. So it will also 100, it will also 100, it will also 100, it will also 100, it is 100, it is 100, and it is 100. No, if initially product will be 1, right? If you product of all these elements, then how many times? If you product this one, almost 1000 times. I mean 100 into 100 into 100 into 100 into 100 into and so on like this now. So you will get 100 power 1000. That means after the 100 you will get so many digits, right? So but in integer or long integer or long integer, maybe at most has 18 digits only. But after execution of the this one, you will get so many digits, so it will occur overflow. So this is the problem where we find out. So to analyze optimization, we have mathematically we have another approach. Okay, let's solve. For example, let's see, take 28 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. So if you product of all the elements, you will get negative value. Why? Because if you product of negative with negative, it will become positive. So before that also you have positive. If you product positive with the negative, then it will become negative. So here how many negative numbers will be there? Total 3. I mean total count value of negative numbers will be 3. Now if I consider in this example, if you product this, it will become positive. If you product of this uh, the result, it will become negative. If you product of this, it will become positive finally. So here is the number of negative numbers will be 2. So we can conclude that if the number of negative numbers are even, then the product will become positive. If the number of negative numbers are odd, then the product will become negative. So this is the condition for the optimization. So the code will be very simple. If I will traversal, I will iterate over the entire array. Now I will initialize count variable with the 0 for the negative numbers. If the element will be negative, then I will increment the count variable simply. And after iterating all the elements in the array, if the count variable has even, then you have to return the, because the product will become product, positive, so you have to return the 1. If the count variable has odd, then the product will become negative, so you have to return the -1. So this is the optimization technique. So let's solve. Okay, let's move to the coding part. Initially I will assign negative count with 0. Now I will traverse the entire nums array. if any element is less than 0, that means it is negative. I will simply increment the count variable. If count value equal to 0, then the product will become 1. I mean, the product will become positive, then you have to return the 1. Otherwise, we have to return -1. But here in this case, if any element has 0, the product will become ultimately 0. So I will check that condition and you can return the 0, right? If nums of I equal to 0, then simply you can return the 0 without iterating to the other elements. No, I will submit. So it is accepted. So here 71, 76, all the test cases will be passed. So thank you for watching. For more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.